This is a real talk from my people's announcement. AIDS is still killing at a rapid pace in the United States, and even more so abroad. Plus our young black and Hispanic people are still being overly populated with prison time. So with that said, if not nothing else, then do just hear the message out. Come on. Now this about a man that was locked in the can, and then he went home on some nonsense again. His name is Young Breeze. It started in his teens when Breeze started wilding and doing bad things like hanging out late and not going to school. Then Breeze started running with some real mean dudes that he knew from the hood, so it was all good. These dudes were so mean, they were labeled as wolves. Now y'all know how wolves act in the woods. Well, these young dudes were like that in the hood, and Bobby was considered like the leader of the wolves, and him and Young Breeze got along real good. Now Breeze's old dad was a legend in the hood, but he was found dead when Breeze was a Jew. Matter of fact, he's 5, he's now 16, and him and Bobby is robbing everything. Older dudes in the hood that ran with his pops, they called him Young Breeze cause he looked like his pops and act like his pops and walk like his pops. So hypological to have the name of his pops. His moms couldn't cope with the death of his pops, so Young Breeze had to move to grandma's house. That year flew by, him now 18, and him and Bobby got a rep that's mean. They get that cash, they pop that gat. Young Breeze shot a man and got 5 years flat. He was sent up north somewhere in the max where most young dudes got their face scratched, but he was no punk. He stood his ground, started putting in work and gunning dude down. Then the real OG set Young Breeze down and shared some jewels that slow Breeze down. So Breeze wised up and got his mind right, started working out hard and reading at night for a year and 3 months of Young Breeze's life. His girl held him down, kept commissary right. His man flew a kite every once in a blue, but now Breeze home. What's Breeze gonna do? He can blow his cool and get in the game or maintain focus, and work gonna change when things done changed in the hood he left with. Dudes raised right, they now go left. His man Bobby got the brand new Lex, got ice in his watch and ice on his chest. He now gets weight from a big top to neck, so he got some dope that's labeled as the best. He said, hey Breeze, let's get this cheese, but Breeze stood firm and tried to stay clean. He found him a job and home to his broad, while dudes in the hood was driving new cars and the streets was calling. But Breeze tried hard to not fall victim, but then he fell hard. He's now in the game of selling that thing that get these high when it hit that vein. In just 2 months he copped him a range and copped him a chain with an iced out ring. He stepped on toes, he shot at foes, trying to play catch up was his main goal. He dipped on his broad, yes, that same broad that held him down while he was up north. But it wasn't done malicious, he was just slipping up in the streets in unsafe sex, and he's not thinking, lost his direction. What he learned in the pen has no reflection. Then one weekend, while out drinking, him and Bobby started verbally beefing. Words were said and threats were said, and Bobby got hit with a bullet in the head while Breeze stood froze with both eyes closed, his gun in his hand, and down at the floor he's lost in thought of what took place. Been home 8 months and already got a case. Was it just his fate, or was it bad luck, or was his life just meant to be fucked? His lawyer in the case tried to blame the liquor, but the judge still sent the boy up the river. He now back up north, double bunk with a gay, and rumors up north that he messed with a gay. So please take heed and slow up the speed, and don't let your life turn out like Young Breeze, who at 23 got life in the pen, and a few years later he died in the pen cause Breeze caught AIDS, and AIDS don't play, and a reckless life may end this way. So do tell a friend, and I'll tell a friend, cause trying to play catch up you may not win, and when you live reckless you may not win, and when you catch AIDS you may not win. Young Breeze, catch up. I done that from the heart, people. I felt that, and it came through like that. But more so, I just hope y'all heard it, hear it, feel it, spread it, talk about it, give it up as is. But just get the message, my people. We got the goods. We got the goods, baby. We out.